Right now, we are following a shooting that happened last night in Beloit. What we're learning this morning.
Taking action, that is what it is time to do ahead of our incoming winter storm. We are breaking it down detail by detail in the first word forecast.
Plus, what a group of lawmakers are doing to make sure forever chemicals stay out of your water.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for joining us.
Continuing coverage now of a shooting that happened overnight in Beloit.
Police are there right now investigating a shooting. Beloit police opened up the New Zion Baptist Church nearby for people who may have been involved in the shooting. Broad County Dispatch tells us they got a report last night around 6 o'clock about a person with a gunshot wound just a few blocks away near Porter and Bayless Avenues. Authorities in Beloit haven't given us any more information yet on whether anyone else was injured or what might have led up to that shooting. Now, we have our photojournalist, Chris Hawbaker, at the scene of the shooting on Porter this morning, waiting to see if he can get any answers about what happened last night. Take a look. It appears that officers are focused on a house here. Lots of crime scene tape. Porter Avenue completely shut down in that neck of the woods. We are continuing to ask police questions. As soon as we get some answers, we're going to send them to you via our mobile app, Channel 3000 News, and right here on News 3 Now this morning.
To our other big story of the day, that is the winter storm that is on its way to Wisconsin. Here's a live look at Deadwood, South Dakota this morning. This is where snow has been falling since early yesterday. This is the same system on its way to Wisconsin later today. Some are going to get rain. Some will get a lot of snow. Chris Reese tracking the path. Time to take action, Chris.
10 days ago, we gave you the first word about this system that was moving into the picture. That was 10 days ago. We have followed this storm ever since, and now we are 12 hours from this storm moving into Wisconsin. Yes, it is time to take action. We have winter weather advisories for the areas in the purple. That's going to include Marquette and Juneau counties, or Marquette and Greene counties, Green Lake, along with Columbia, Sauk, Richland, and Crawford. We do have the winter storm warnings in the pink. That is where we see Juneau and Adams counties under the winter storm warnings there. But here's Doppler track. You see our big system overall right along I-90 starting to come together. And it is going to continue to come together as we move into the afternoon. In fact, already radar trying to show some snow moving into western parts of Wisconsin. It has dry air to overcome, but it is starting. That system is coming together. Lots of cloud cover out there right now. We're at 31 here in Madison. The wind chill as you step out the door is at 25. Janesville, you're at 24, 27 in Watoma, 28 in Camp Douglas. Viroqua coming in at 29. Here's future track, though. We're putting this into motion. 3 to 4 o'clock. Here's the rain that's moving into the picture. It is mostly rain for southern Wisconsin, but you get up towards the Dells, you get up towards Camp Douglas, that is where we are expecting mostly snow and a mix out of this. By midnight, we get in on some drier air. Then by 5:30 tomorrow morning, look what it is. It is the actual snow that's wrapping back into the system, and this is where in southern Wisconsin we actually see some accumulating snow out of this system. All right, I'm going to show it to you now because this is what everyone wants to know about. How much snow are we looking at? Janesville, it's a trace to an inch. Right here in Madison, an inch or two. So this is not a major storm for us in southern Wisconsin. But once you get towards the Dells, we start talking 2 to 4 and 4 to 6. So heavier snowfall amounts will exist for areas just to the north of Madison and especially north of that Wisconsin River. Black River Falls over towards Eau Claire, up towards Wausau and Stevens Point, 6 to 10 inches, maybe even up to a foot of snow will fall in those parts of the state. That being said, especially if you are going to be where a lot of that snow is heavier, start considering making sure that you are prepared to go for a winter storm. Heavier snow, you're going to need that snow blower out there, and it's going to be a wet snow. So the snow blower is going to be a lot easier than that shovel. Now here in Madison, it's only an inch or two. Yeah, a shovel should be easy to get rid of that snow that's out there when it comes to snow cleanup. The car safety kit, that's also going to be one of those things that does come in handy. Here's the bottom line. This is mainly a rain event for southern Wisconsin. Heavier snow stays towards the north. It's going to be a quick hit of snow for southern Wisconsin tomorrow morning, and the wind that's associated with that is going to blow that snow around for a lot of spots. So I want to give you an opportunity to download the First Warn Weather app. Pull out your phone and open the camera, just point it at the TV screen. It's going to take you either to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store to download our app. we are posting updates on that app pretty much all day long, whether that's me, whether that's Julian tomorrow morning, whether that's Gary this afternoon. Someone is going to be with you to keep you up to date, and it is a team effort as we track this winter storm together. Once we get past this winter storm, folks, we go into spring for a while. At least for a week
like
anyway.
that.
Yep, back into the upper 50s for Wednesday. And then, guess what? Winter comes back just in time for Christmas week. I'm watching a system for Sunday, along with multiple possible winter systems leading up towards Christmas Day.
All right, thanks, Chris. And keep it with News 3 now for the latest track on that storm. Okay, so it's time to brush up on those winter driving skills. Here's your timely reminder from AAA. They say, remember the simple things, slow down, especially when it's snowing. It's a good idea to keep a shovel in your car and maybe a small bag of kitty litter, which can help you get out if you get stuck. You should also get your battery checked, especially if it's more than 5 years old.
More local news now. A 21-year-old Madison man is facing charges for possession of child pornography. Officers with Madison's Special Victims Unit arrested him yesterday at a home near Elver Park. Police used a SWAT team and members of the Department of Justice to serve the arrest warrant. Police say the man was a subject of an ongoing investigation and was booked immediately into the Dane County Jail. 3 guns were also found during that arrest.
A 34-year-old Madison man is free on bail this morning after being arrested for a third-degree sexual assault that happened earlier this week on the UW campus. Investigators say the assault happened in the Eagle Heights community early Tuesday. While the incident did happen on campus property, UW-PD say the alleged victim is a former UW-Madison student. According to court records, the alleged suspect, 34-year-old Robin Perkins, was involved in a string of incidents dating back to August. He is facing multiple sexual assault charges of varying degrees. For each of the incidents where he was jailed, he was released on small signature bonds.
New this morning, pressure is growing at the federal level for government agencies not to purchase products containing so-called PFAS. The U.S. Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs held a hearing yesterday looking at the federal effort to address PFAS contamination. PFAS are a long-lasting chemical linked to health effects in both humans and animals. So far, they've been found in 35 sites in Wisconsin, including here in Madison, where at least one water well had to be shut off due to high levels. While a group of lawmakers now want government agencies to stop buying the chemicals, they also want to see more transparency from private business.
This isn't the first time where we've had a product in the consumer market that we found to be incredibly dangerous to people, and these companies pivot from that. They have to.
Wisconsin is set to get $142 million in water initiatives through the federal government next year. State officials are also in the midst of creating updated water quality standards.
We're learning more about an oil spill in the Menominee River that happened last week. According to the environmental group Milwaukee Riverkeeper, a used oil transfer error by the company Komatsu discharged 400 gallons of oil to the Menominee River last week. The company has taken responsibility for the incident. That oil ended up getting into the river through a stormwater drain near American Family Field. There is an effort to contain it and clean it up this morning. Oil from the spill has also been found in the Milwaukee River. The company, Komatsu, said in a statement that they are in the midst of investigating how this very regrettable accident occurred, and they are focused on continuing to implement aggressive cleanup efforts to remediate the situation as quickly as possible. Tickets for the Badgers bowl game in Las Vegas are in high demand this morning.
Seems like a nice place to spend your New Year's
Doesn't
Eve,
it?
huh? They range in price from $92 to $200. Between $6,000 and $8,000 have been allotted to Badger fan-specific sections near the team's bench.
It's really awesome to go to a new city, a new state, and walk down the street. It's usually like 2 or 3 days before the game, and it's just overrun with red, people wearing Badger gear, people across the street yelling "Go Badgers" and having it yelled back. So really looking forward to that.
The game takes place at Allegiant Stadium, the new home of the Las Vegas Raiders, on December 30th. Wisconsin will face the Arizona State Sun Devils.
It's a nice new stadium too.
Is it?
It's gonna be a new one there. They built for the Raiders.
Another reason to head out.
Go Badgers!
Oh yeah.
We know they'll win, right? Coming up, hey, the football team, not only a group of stars on the UW campus, the volleyball team is headed to the Elite Eight.
And we're in the 608 checking out the holiday light display in Janesville when we come back.
The season for dress and casual boots is here, and Rogan's has your next pair. Savings with 20% off the best name brands. Get the latest trends today and save at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Happy holidays from Meineke Car Care Center. We would like to thank you for your business this year and wish you and your family a safe and happy holiday season. Drive safe during all of your travels. Meineke, doing car care right.
Belly pooch, muffin top, back fat. Sound familiar?
Stubborn fat is not your fault. We can help you here at Sonobello by permanently removing that stubborn body fat.
It's not just about inches lost, it's about changing people's lives and giving them the confidence they deserve to have.
Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist with board-certified surgeons who are dedicated to transforming lives with permanent fat removal in just one visit.
We're the leading experts because we are passionate about what we do. Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it.
At Sonobello, we're here to help you reach your goals so that you can live your life to the fullest.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-740-3917 or go to sonobello.com.
Shop Pandora Jewelry and receive a free sterling silver bangle as our special gift to you.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Tossed, buffalo, sauced, hot honey, flipped, boneless, dipped, Arby's, razzled, buffalo, dazzled, hot honey, $5 boneless wings and crinkle fries deal. Arby's, we have the meat.
Keep your family warm this season with new winter boots. Rogan's has 20% off the best name brands for mom, dad, and the kids. Save on winter boots for the whole family from Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
You're watching News 3 Now This Morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
6:12, we are following breaking new details just into the newsroom out of the Beloit shooting we've been covering all morning. One person is dead, 5 others injured in that shooting. You're taking a live look at where it happened last night around 6. Rock County deputies say they got a call from that street, Porter Avenue, that stretch of road still blocked off at this hour. You can see officers walking around there. One person was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 others had to be taken to the hospital with serious injuries. And then later, 3 more people with gunshot wounds showed up at the emergency room. Now, we are expecting a press conference with police later this afternoon. We will continue to follow this story and update you throughout the morning and the rest of the day as we learn more.
In your certified most accurate forecast in Madison this morning, Chris is helping you plan your day. This is going to be a different day depending on which part of the viewing area you live in, Chris.
Yeah, so let's walk through it. We're starting out with cloud cover now. We're going to see the rain start to move in this afternoon. So watch the clock. You see that is 3:30. What happens at 3:30? Well, I know at least in Madison, a lot of the high schools let out. You start adding teenage drivers and a lot of buses to the roadways, but that's the deal. We're increasing the traffic at 3:30 into the afternoon, right as the storm system starts to move in. Some good news. A lot of this is going to be rain for southern Wisconsin. Towards the Dells, though, and points towards the north, you're starting things out as a period of wintry weather by the time we get you towards 3:30. We're now at 6:30 in the afternoon. Friday night dinner time. Heavy rain continues to come down over parts of Wisconsin. Notice how right along that Wisconsin River in north and west, it's still that mix of freezing rain and sleet along with snow. That's generally where your rain and snow line is going to hang out for a good portion of the night. Now, right around midnight, we get what's known as a dry slot that's going to move in here and clean things out for a bit. But then towards tomorrow morning, the moisture starts to wrap right back in. We call this wraparound moisture, and this is going to lead to a period of some snow falling throughout the morning hours of your Saturday. That being said, this system comes with wind as well. Not a ton of wind, but just enough that you're going to notice that, especially towards tomorrow morning with snow falling. Winds are going to be gusting 30, 35, maybe even upwards of 40 miles per hour in some times. So that's going to create extra low visibility with the snow falling out there. We're talking visibility that's going to be down below a mile for some times, perhaps even below half a mile for some times as you are traveling for your Saturday morning. So it's not a lot of snow, but it's an impactful snow for your Saturday. 1 to 2 inches through us in Madison. I'm showing this multiple times all morning long because everyone wants to know the latest, and I want you to hear it from us here at News 3 Now First Warn Weather. 1 to 2 inches of snow in the Madison area, 2 to 4 inches further towards the north for places like the Dells. Janesville, it's a trace to an inch. Stick with us. We are your trusted source for weather information as we go throughout the storm, and we are certified most accurate here in Madison.
All right, Chris Reese updating the track on that storm. Thank you, buddy. All right, a jury in Chicago has convicted actor Jussie Smollett on 5 of 6 charges that he staged a racist anti-gay attack on himself and lied to police about it. Smollett's attorney says that he will appeal the verdict. Smollett was acquitted on the 6th count. That was of lying to a detective weeks after saying that he was attacked. President Biden trying to reassure allies that the U.S. stands ready to take action if Russia invades Ukraine.
He made a call to the Ukrainian president this week after warning President Putin of the consequences of invading. Reports say Russia has increased its troop presence to more than 100,000 soldiers now stationed along the border. The U.S. has been sending defense support to the Ukrainian military with small arms and ammunition arriving this week. But President Biden says he will not send U.S. forces.
The idea the United States is going to unilaterally use force to confront Russia invading Ukraine is not in the cards right now.
But the president, in concert with European allies, has made clear they're coordinating a potential response. Experts and the administration agree Russia's ultimate intentions are still unclear.
The Badger volleyball team is headed to the Elite Eight. It's the 4th straight year for the team. They took on UCLA last night in their 9th straight Sweet 16 appearance. They won 3-0. Wisconsin now takes on Minnesota tomorrow night at the Fieldhouse.
Last night was a big night for Tony Granato. The Wisconsin men's head hockey coach was officially inducted into the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. As a player, Granato scored 100 goals in 152 games as a Badger. He skated in the World Junior Championship, the World Championship, the Canada Cup, and the Olympics. Quite a career for that gentleman.
What a resume. Congratulations, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
6:17 in the 608 this morning. We are checking out another big holiday light show in the area.
Yeah, this one in Janesville, perhaps the biggest of them all. Josh Sprider live at the Rotary Botanical Gardens this morning. Hey, Josh.
Hey, show here in the 608 that we're checking out this morning, and we're here at the Rotary Botanical Gardens, and this is a big year. 25 years of doing the lights here. Becky Kronberg, the executive director, is with us, and you guys are really excited to celebrate 25 years here in the community.
Absolutely. It's a great achievement, and our show has just grown exponentially over the years, starting with very humble beginnings, and really in the last 5 or 6 years we've added so many more lights and just made it bigger and brighter. A lot of LEDs, so you know we're just growing and growing.
So to walk through, we're kind of back by the gazebo, and this might be one of my favorite views so far as you have the reflection off of the pond here.
Absolutely. It's one of mine as well. The Japanese garden is just in full display, and you see that great reflection, and it just enhances the whole view.
So it takes a lot of work, a lot of preparation to put something like this on every year.
Exactly. It's about a 3.5-month setup process between staff and volunteers working together to get that job done. And we run the show, for about 5 of weeks, and then, you know, another 3 months to take it down. So it's a big, big undertaking, but so well worth it.
And you do it for the people, but it's the people that are really helping to support and put this on every year.
Exactly, definitely. It just is a huge fundraiser for us. It's just really important for the gardens, and we so appreciate everybody coming out to check us out.
So you have a few more weeks to check it out. What do people need to know if they're looking at coming here down to Janesville?
Sure. So tickets need to be purchased online in advance. Our website is rbgholidaylightshow.com.
All right, very good, Becky. Well, thank you so much. Very, very awesome stuff here, guys. Of course, we'll have all of the ticket information up on channel3000.com. If I'm not back in the newsroom for a while, you know exactly why. We're going to be enjoying these holiday lights while we can, guys.
All right, tickets online. Do you know how much they cost, Josh?
How much are tickets, they're wondering?
Oh, sure. So adult tickets are age 13 and up are $10. Ages 3 to 12 is $5, and under 3 is free.
And it's important to know that all of that money goes to really your mission here all year round to keep this going.
Absolutely. It supports us directly.
All right, very good, Becky. Thank you so much. So there you have it, guys. A couple more weeks to check it out. Get your tickets online today.
Yeah, not bad. That's a decent price.
Absolutely.
Totally worth it. Thanks, Josh.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
When we come back, look at what we've been eating all year.
And coming up in our next half hour, we wrap up our Call for Action week with a success story, years in the making.
Culvers buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit culverson.com to apply.
RHD Plumbing presents their Titletown Winter Getaway Contest. Win a 2-night stay in Green Bay's Titletown, including food, drink, and entertainment gift cards. Visit the contest page on channel3000.com and enter today.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
You know what I'm going to miss most about space?
What's that?
How easy it is to keep up my saving habit. There's nothing to buy up here.
We're making it easier to save on Earth, too. When you open a savings builder account at BMO Harris, you can get a cash reward for every month you save.
Anything to help launch my savings?
Sure. When you open a checking account, we'll give you $200 to kickstart your savings progress.
$200 and a monthly savings reward.
It's a way to save that won't weigh you down. It's a little space humor.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Ford F-150 and an available Pro Power onboard generator, you're not just ready, you're holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
There's a glitch in the Matrix, and Denny's is delivering for free. Get special glitchy freebies at Dennys.com, but free delivery won't last long. See you at Dennys.com.
Culvers buses, now hiring.
Working with Culvers, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit culverson.com to apply.
All right, we always ask you to share your morning with us. Gwen is always giving us a beautiful peek of her morning. We cannot decide, though, where this is, if this is a body of water. It appears to be a frozen river.
I think so.
We think so.
I guess the question is, where is it? Because I keep thinking, have we been cold enough, long enough, for flowing bodies of water to freeze?
Yeah, we have some questions, Gwen. We'd love to talk.
Maybe it's a little pond.
It could be a pond, because the pond in my neighborhood freezes like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
It gets cold for a couple hours, and it's like, I'm frozen.
Cold-blooded water. There you go.
Well, we want to thank Gwen for sharing her morning with us. If you want to do it, just snap a picture and use the hashtag MyNews3Morning so we can find it on social media. All right, food delivery apps like Eat Street and Grubhub, they remained popular this year as people decided to stay home instead of go out to eat.
Well, Grubhub is now out with its 2021 year in food. They say while 2020 was the year of comfort food, 2019 was actually the year of the vegetarian. This year was kind of a mix of both. The Impossible Cheeseburger was the most popular item ordered, of course, a vegetarian burger. Shredded pork tacos, decidedly not vegetarian, also a popular item. Detroit-style pizza, mac and cheese, and lettuce wraps were also in the top 10. Chips and stuffed garlic knots were some of the most popular side dishes.
I don't get this whatever, it's popular right now, the Detroit-style pizza.
I was going to ask, I didn't even know that was a style of pizza.
What is Detroit-style pizza?
It's the really
our
thick
executive
stuff.
Producer says it's Rocky Rococo's.
It's like Chicago pizza, but without the sauce on top, kind of.
I might have to try it.
Like way more crust than anything else.
I'm a big crust person.
Is it more crust? Because Chicago-style pizza is stuffed with cheese, which, you know, I was born to consume. So...
Welcome to Wisconsin, buddy.
I'm telling you, I was born to live in the States.
Big
Snow,
fan.
cheese, and wine are my favorite things in life.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Okay, so last hour, we gave a glimpse into what we've been ordering this last year. What have you been ordering?
Mine is no surprise, Culvers.
Surprising at all.
Culvers. We are frugal when it comes to, I won't call out my husband, but we're very careful when it comes to going out to eat. But I can always convince him to stop for a concrete mixer and then sneak in a little butter burger, maybe some French fries and some cheese curds almost every weekend.
Sounds like a good plan for lunch today. Speaking of lunch, we're going to be mostly cloudy at that time with temperatures in the 30s. Your bus stop forecast, by the time the bus is dropping off, the rain showers will be moving in. We're going to track that storm more when we come back at 6:30.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
It's Humane Holidays at Mounds. During December, purchase items off of the Humane Holidays wish lists to support Rock County's Friends of Noah Cafe program and the Dane County Humane Society.
The cafe program provides free dog and cat food to local families who can't afford to feed their own pets.
Humane Holidays not only provides Dane County Humane Society with vital wish list items, it truly makes the shelter feel more like home for the holidays.
Support Humane Holidays at Mounds because everyone deserves a great holiday.
When searching for your dream home, it's important to figure out what style of home you like. Victorian, cottage, Tudor. It's also important to protect your home and all the dreams that come with it. When looking for your dream home, keep in mind good things come in pairs, like dual sinks, Jonathan and me.
And pairing your home and auto insurance, which can get you one step closer to achieving your dream.
Pretty sure people call it bundling.
Bundle your home and auto insurance and save up to 28%.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
My mom was a bank teller, but her hands were so crippled by arthritis she could no longer do her job. She applied for Social Security disability benefits. Like most people, my mom was denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't be embarrassed and don't give up. My mom appealed. You can too. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 608-640-3868.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under
under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Embrace winter with a cabin getaway. Madison Magazine takes you on a tour of amazing Wisconsin rentals. From rustic to whimsical, high-end to historic, your snowy escape awaits. Check out Madison Magazine online and on newsstands now. Madison Magazine makes holiday gift-giving easy this season. Get 50% off 1- and 2-year subscriptions. Go to store.madisonmagazine.com, enter promo code WINTER2021, and give the gift of Madison Magazine.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Right now, the breaking news just into our newsroom about a shooting in Beloit.
And we are tracking the winter storm moving into the upper Midwest as we speak. Don't go anywhere. We're going to track all the latest in the First One forecast.
Plus, we wrap up Call for Action Week with a success story years in the making for one Madison family. Good Friday morning, everybody, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. Let's get to that breaking news into our newsroom in the last half hour. Police say one person is dead and a group of others are hurt after that shooting in Beloit.
Rock County Dispatch confirms they got a call around 6 last night about a person with a gunshot wound near the intersection of Bayless and Porter Avenues. Then around 9 last night, the city of Beloit instructed anyone waiting for more information could head over to Zion Baptist Church, where they have an officer stationed. Let's take a live look at the scene at this hour this morning. Plenty of crime tape, police still on the scene. This is along Porter Avenue. That stretch of road still closed this morning. We are waiting to hear more from police today. We're expecting a press conference this afternoon. We'll be bringing you all of the details from that press conference live on channel3000.com and on our mobile app.
Okay, to the weather now. That storm system, we've been tracking this thing for 10 days, Chris Reese, and it is knocking on the door.
Yeah, we gave you that first warn 10 days ago. Now it's about time to act as the storm, as you said, is knocking on the door. You see that snow starting to break out right along that I-90 corridor from South Dakota into parts of southern Minnesota. This is going to become more widespread as we move into the afternoon. You look just towards the west, and radar is trying to show that snow starting to develop, even moving into western parts of Wisconsin. The thing is, the air is dry at the moment, but all this is doing is adding that moisture to the air that eventually allows a lot of this to make it towards the ground. So winter storm warnings, that is in the pink. That includes all the areas to our north and west. Juneau and Adams counties, Vernon counties, you are under the winter storm warning. In the purple, that's where we have the winter weather advisories, where you're not expecting 6 inches of snow, but you're still going to see impactful winter weather. So Green Lake, Marquette counties, Columbia, Sauk, Richland, and Crawford are all under the winter weather advisories. To the south and east, we'll see some wintry weather, but nowhere near as much as what they'll see to our north and west. Let's talk about your commute, though, because a lot of you are getting ready to head out the door right now. We're fine right now. We're going to be fine all the way towards lunchtime, but by that evening commute, rain and snow begins to develop, and that's what's going to impact you. We're below freezing at the moment. You see the cloud cover already moving in. We're at 31 in Madison right now, 34 for Janesville. But the Dells are at 29. You see these areas in the 20s. They're the folks that are going to stay a little bit colder going throughout today. Now let's put future track into motion. 3:30 this afternoon, schools are letting out. More buses are on the road. More teenage drivers are on the road. That's when the rain starts to move into the picture. But around the Dells, it could start off as a little bit of snow and a bit of a mix. 6 o'clock, dinner time on a Friday night. It is heavy rain for most of us. But further towards the north, this is going to be some heavier snow that is going to come down. Now, overnight, we'll see a period of dry air move in. We call this a dry slot. That's going to create a couple hours of a break before the moisture starts to wrap right back in tomorrow morning. This is also going to come with about 30 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts. So falling and blowing snow for your Saturday morning, and then that clears out of here by about 9 to 10 o'clock. So here's what you want to know. How much snow are we going to see, Chris? 1 to 2 inches is what I'm thinking for us in the Madison area. A trace to an inch down towards Janesville, 2 to 4 inches up towards the Dells, and a little bit more further north and west than that. Keep in mind, please do not fixate on the highest number. The low number is there for a reason. Your snowfall totals likely fall somewhere in between. But we are watching this, and we will continue to watch this. Now is the time, with about 12 hours before the storm moves in, to take action. Put any preparation plans that you've made or didn't make yet into action ahead of the storm. Be proactive, not reactive when it comes to the weather. For southern Wisconsin, maybe that's having a shovel, but for northern Wisconsin, it might be the snow blower that you need. Alert days through tomorrow morning, then to spring for a week, back to winter by next weekend.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. Madison Streets Division says they've been preparing for this first snow since before Halloween. Right now, crews are tracking the forecast just like we are to determine how to respond to the storm. With rain coming before any potential snow, they say they won't be able to pre-treat the roads with water and salt like normal. That means the roads could be a little slicker. But once that snow does start falling, all 32 plows will be on standby if they're needed. Here's how to find out whether they'll be in your neighborhood.
cityofmadison.com/winter is this really useful hub of all winter information there. You can sign up to receive updates called snowplow updates. When our plows are out, we send this email blast out to explain what it is that we're doing.
That website right there at the bottom of your screen. Plows probably won't be out, though, until tomorrow. Just a heads up. That's when we'd be expecting that inch or two in our neck of the woods.
To the road to recovery now. Public Health Madison-Dane County says roughly half of 5 to 11-year-olds in Dane County have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine. This is in just a little over a month since they became available. Meanwhile, the FDA and CDC signing off on expanded eligibility for Pfizer's COVID booster shot for 16 and 17-year-olds. The move opens up additional shots to more Americans as the Omicron variant starts spreading in the U.S. and the continued spread of the Delta variant.
Doctors say it's still too early to tell if the current vaccines will protect against that new Omicron variant, but they say the best way to protect yourself, still get your booster. That way, doctors say, you can celebrate Christmas with your loved ones with a little more peace of mind. If a different vaccine is needed for Omicron, Dane County public health officials say with what they've learned this year, they know they could have it in arms within 100 days.
It is almost the anniversary of a 1 year since we started this. I mean, we're just talking about the fact that, you know, our very first vaccines were being put into arms next week, 1 year ago.
If you're due for your booster, you can find available appointments up on the link we have at the homepage of channel3000.com.
The Madison School District and Madison Police say they found no risk of danger after investigating a threat made to East High School Wednesday. Interim Principal Mickey Smith says administrators got an anonymous message about a photo showing a student holding a gun. It was captioned with a vague threat. The student's family was contacted, and it was determined there was no credible threat. Police also checked the student and did not find a weapon.
6:36 now. We are wrapping up our Call for Action week here on News 3 Now with the success story, years in the making. Just another testament to the difference our team is making right here in Madison.
The holidays are all about feeling grateful.
Thank goodness I wasn't home. My husband was home.
But Sarah Shepler doesn't need the season.
Are you a good girl?
For a reason to be thankful.
And had he not been here, Ella would have been trapped.
She's been counting her blessings since 2017 when a fire threatened her family home.
It was absolutely terrifying. Caused a lot of damage. We were out of our homes for a year.
She didn't think it could get worse than the damage done then, until she hired a company to fix the problem. Remediations that ultimately ruined furniture, flooring, her AC unit, all adding up to $20,000.
It was hard. It was scary. We were in a hotel. We had a young child. We have an old dog.
That was back in 2017. Sarah spent years going back and forth with that company trying to get her costs recouped.
It's Steve calling from WISC-TV, Call for Action program.
Until she called for action and our team of volunteers took on her case.
He was able to accomplish in a couple months what we couldn't accomplish in 4 years.
One of our volunteers began working with this family quite a bit and sort of being the intermediary, which is what we do. In the end, what happened was that they recouped $18,000 of that deficit that they had, and they were pretty grateful.
Beyond grateful.
Gratitude. a good reminder of what we all ought to feel this holiday season.
It just really makes a difference that you have somebody who's advocating for you. Everyone needs support in their life, and that's what we do.
And a reminder, if you have an interest in affecting change like our volunteers did in this story, we would love to have you join the team here at News 3 Now. We've been sharing these details all week long. Here they are one last time. Call that toll-free number right there on your screen, or head to channel3000.com/CFA volunteer to get involved.
Can't stress enough how we wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have those volunteers.
We've been talking about it all week long, but the difference made here is tangible. $200,000 in a single year, and that's local, folks. That's local. That family right there got $18,000 back.
Boom, just like that.
Yeah.
You know, after trying for years and a couple of months, problem solved. A great success story, perfect for the holidays.
Absolutely. All right, 6:39 now. Everybody focused on the snow totals we're expecting in this weekend storm. Chris Reese, though, also giving us the first warn on the wind that will come with it. He's in next.
And Santa making a surprise visit to children in the hospital. What made it different this year because of the pandemic?
Plus, we're in the 608 checking out. We were in the 608 checking out the holiday light display in Janesville this morning. Come along with us after the break and take in the sights.
I'm Naomi Coles. On this week's For the Record, Senator John Erpenbach reflects on 24 years in the Senate.
Sunday morning at 10:30, sponsored by MG&E.
That's not bacon, it's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Introducing Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. New luxury apartments for seniors 55 plus. Professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
I was doing some shopping and got a pop-up on my laptop. Computer had a virus. So I called the number on the page, and the guy on the phone wants to take control of my screen to sort it out. Then I remember a tip I got from the AARP Fraud Watch Network. Control my screen. This is a tech support scam. Thankfully, my order still went through.
Recognize fraud sooner, so your money lives longer. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
When you open a jar of Better Than Bouillon, you open up dinner time to great flavor. Mix it into a stir fry. Better. Saute it into some veggies. Better. Or brush it onto a steak.
Way better.
With Better Than Bouillon, the possibilities are endless. Make your everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
The holidays are doubly important this year, so make your celebrations doubly special with our award-winning cave-aged Maurice cheese. Pick and save. Hey, you're right, we can't stop now. Let's take the special up a level with fresh, never frozen prime beef. Still not special enough? Add some surf to that turf with our sustainably caught seafood. Turn your taste buds up to 11 and have a doubly special holiday with Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
Hi, Chris. I'm Pete from Columbus. Chris, plan my day.
All right, well, good morning, Pete from Columbus. Good morning to you and to everyone in the room. If you know this riddle, say it with me. Red skies at morning, Sailors take warning, and that's what we're looking at. Some red skies moving into the picture ahead of our winter storm that is going to impact the state in a big way going throughout today. Temperatures are in the 30s now. We stay into the 30s today, but by 4 o'clock, that is when we will start to see the raindrops initially coming down. We're looking at Doppler track right now. A lot of what's showing up is snow, but most of this is battling out some dry air. So this is not making it to the ground just yet, but raindrops will moving into the afternoon. 31 in Madison at the moment. Let's plan the day. We're at 3:30. This is where the rain comes in. It's snow further towards the north. Our temperatures are into the upper 30s at that point. It's all rain overnight. We'll even get a break in the action before things transition over to snow for a couple of hours tomorrow morning. It's going to be a windy snow as well. 1 to 2 inches of snow in Madison, 2 to 4 to the north and west, 4 to 6 even further north and west than that. Northern parts of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, Wausau, we're talking borderline a foot of snow, if not over a foot in some spots. Keep it with us, folks. Continue to make us your trusted source for weather information as we go throughout the storm. As we all know, we are certified most accurate right here in Madison.
Great stuff. Thank you, Chris. 644 in the 608 this morning. Checking out another holiday light display.
One of the very best in the state. The Rotary Botanical Gardens in Janesville always lighting up this time of year. Josh Bryder is there. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we've been making the little walk through this morning. We're getting towards the tail end of it, but I tell you what, it is something to see. And this is a really big year for the Botanical Gardens. 25 years of the Holiday Light Show. The executive director is with us, Becky Kronberg. And, you know, you guys are really, really excited to put this on. And you do this for the community, right? And the community really enjoys it.
Absolutely. This is really a family tradition for so many people. People come year after year and meet their family here and experience the light show together.
You know, we were just talking, but there was a couple that came down from Green Bay all the way to here, and they've made it a tradition for themselves.
Yes, this was their second or third year driving all the way down just to see our show. And we bring people from all over the region, and certainly at the holiday time, both Thanksgiving weekend as well as Christmas time, people are coming from all over the country as they come to visit family in the area. So, you know, we're really proud that we have the visitors from such, you know, far-reaching areas.
Yeah, and putting it in perspective, you guys have over 1 million lights and 6 miles of extension cords running through here.
It's crazy when you think about it. Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
That takes a lot of work. You know, you say you have people that are out here during the summer already prepping for the winter time.
Yes, the show setup this year started on August 12th, and it continued in earnest right up until we opened to the public. So,
you know, when you come down to it here at this time of the year, why do all this? Why go through all of this work?
Well, it's an important fundraiser for the gardens, but also, you know, we're helping to bring brightness to a lot of people's lives at the holiday time. And so many people, like I said, have made this a family tradition, and it's just heartwarming to see all the smiles on people's faces when they come to the show. And so, you know, we're really proud to put this on for the community, like you said.
Yeah, so you have a few more weekends to be able to check it out. What do people need to know if they're looking for tickets?
Sure. So tickets are all online purchased in advance. Our website is rbgholidayglightshow.com, and all the information is on there, including the dates. And we run on select nights all the way through December 30th this year.
So plenty of time to check it out yet.
Plenty.
All right, Becky. Well, thank you so much, and happy holidays to you. Thank you so much for waking up early this morning and being with us.
Thanks.
We'll have all of this up on channel3000.com as well, guys, including a link to those tickets. Again, as Becky mentioned, all online this year, so make sure you get those tickets ahead of time before showing up here in Janesville. But it is pretty special, guys. I'm in my element once again. You know, I love a good holiday light display.
It is gorgeous. It is drop dead gorgeous. We have to get out there. Josh, thank you very much.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him at inthe608@wisc-tv.com. Well, in an effort to spread some holiday cheer, a group of Madison ballet dancers plan to put on four performances of the Nutcracker. It's for Afghan refugees being housed at Fort McCoy this weekend.
Being able to bring some kind of art or craft to people who are in a really difficult situation, who have gone through an unimaginable amount of change and pain to start a new life, to be able to provide some kind of joy, some relief, some distraction, and to be able to say as an organization, as a community, we're here to welcome you. That was the initial impulse.
Performances at Fort McCoy are today and tomorrow. They'll also be hosting some dance classes. If you want to see the show yourself, Madison Ballet will perform the Nutcracker at the Overture Center December 17th through the 26th. Tickets and more information available online.
Santa can't stop collecting Christmas wishes just because of a pandemic. Mr. Claus making sure to visit everybody by holding a special virtual visit for the kids at the American Family Children's Hospital. Staff members handed out gifts after kids got to talk to Santa from the North Pole via their iPads. In pre-COVID time, Santa would have arrived by fire truck to the front entrance, and he would have come inside to sing songs and give gifts to patients. This is a nice alternative, at least making it happen in some capacity.
Yeah, don't you love to see the smiles on those kids' faces?
You know, they might like it better via iPad, a little less scary. That big guy with that big white beard can be kind of, you know, frightening.
Every single one of my kids we've taken to see Santa in person just screamed their head off the entire time.
But it made a great picture for Instagram, didn't it?
Yeah, it usually takes a couple of times for them to kind of warm up to it. They get a little bit older. Yeah, I'm glad they were able to make something happen for the kids this year.
Exactly. All right, 6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, a Starbucks store in Buffalo, New York, making history for other workers in the company.
First, though, we want to say happy birthday to Sophia. Thanks for celebrating with News 3 Now this morning.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
The holidays can be so stressful. So give the gift of wellness. Buy $100 in Massage Envy gift cards and receive a free $20 promo card. Keep your body working.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culvers drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time. Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you. Welcome to Delicious.
Allergies don't have to be scary. Spraying FLONASE daily stops your body from overreacting to allergens all season long. FLONASE, all good.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
With a Ford F-150 and an available Pro Power onboard generator, you're not just ready, you're holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Don't miss Zoo Lights at the Henry Vila Zoo.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Breaking news this morning, one person is dead, several others injured from a shooting in Beloit. Rock County Dispatch confirms they got a call around 6 last night about a person with a gunshot wound near the intersection of Bayless and Porter Avenues. 2 people are in the hospital this morning with serious injuries. The Rock County Sheriff's Office is leading the investigation. They plan to have a press conference later this morning. And more breaking news today. Dozens of agencies are on their way to a house fire in Sun Prairie. The call came in just before 6:30 a.m. for a house along Kelvington Drive, just south of Highway 19. We have a crew on their way there right now. We want you to stay with News 3 Now this morning for the latest developments.
Tuition going up for out-of-state undergrad and grad students at UW campuses. A final vote scheduled for today after UW system leaders approved the plan yesterday. It calls for increases at UW-Madison, Eau Claire, Oshkosh, Platteville, River Falls, Stout, and Whitewater.
Pfizer booster shots for 16 and 17-year-olds are now FDA authorized. Boosters are already encouraged for everybody 18 and up. Public health officials are worried that people who were vaccinated last winter and spring might now have weakened immunity, especially against that new Omicron variant.
Employees at Madison area software company are walking off the job to protest recent layoffs. More than 30 people at Raven Software in Middleton walked out Wednesday to demonstrate outside the company's office, upset over the layoffs of a dozen quality assurance testers. The company said the layoffs were not because of performance issues and that all the employees that were let go were in good standing.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas at Madison College. Students at the Baking and Decorative Arts kitchens put their finishing touches on gingerbread houses. They baked all their houses using similar templates, but now each one has its own unique design and landscape.
Breaking overnight, police say former NFL wide receiver Demaryius Thomas was found dead at his home in Roswell, Georgia. Thomas was 33 years old, would have turned 34 on Christmas. Police say, according to preliminary information, his death stemmed from a medical issue. Thomas played 10 seasons in the NFL, is considered one of the best wide receivers in Denver Broncos history.
Starbucks workers at a store in Buffalo, New York, voting overnight to unionize. It's the latest development in the closely watched effort to organize Starbucks employees. 2 other area stores also held votes, one voting against, the other's results not released yet. The company has 235,000 employees across 9,000 U.S. stores.
In Arkansas, a jury has found reality TV star Josh Duggar guilty on 2 charges of child pornography. Duggar was a star on the television show 19 Kids and Counting. He was convicted of 1 count of receipt of child pornography and 1 count of possession of child pornography. Duggar was immediately taken into custody. Sentencing will take place in about 4 months.
A federal appeals court ruling against former President Trump in his effort to block his White House records from being released. Former President Trump brought the lawsuit in October. He is trying to block the National Archives from turning over the documents to the House committee that's investigating the January 6th riots. In response to the ruling, a spokesperson for the former president tweeted that the case was, quote, always destined for the Supreme Court.
We're talking about your commute impacts as you head out the door this morning. We are all good for most of the day, but by that evening commute, rain and snow begins to develop over parts of southern Wisconsin. Now, we're watching radar right now. All of this is not making it to the ground, but what it's doing is it's moistening up the atmosphere for what will make it to the ground later, 4:30. Lots of rain throughout southern Wisconsin, but there will be areas of a mix in snow to our north. That's going to stick with us all night long before a little bit of a break, and then the wraparound moisture brings in some of that snow throughout your early morning hours on Saturday. 1 to 2 inches of snow for us in Madison, a trace to an inch towards Janesville, 2 to 4 and further 4 to 6 further to the north and west. Keep it with us all morning and all day. We're your certified most accurate weather team. We're going to get you through this storm every step of the way.